YuGiOh is a unique TCG.
Not only in gameplay mechanics, but in the fact it doesn't rotate out its card pool.
Because of this, certain cards that were deemed unplayable or overlooked at first have a chance to appear depending on new strategies and the modern meta.
On one hand, these cards just boost a deck's potential, but on the other, they can cheese out an easy win over the other player.
But what if YuGiOh had a restart?
Could this game be revised with the benefit of hindsight? If so, what would that game look like?
These are the questions we wish to answer. I'm Dakota.
And I'm Cody. Join us as we create custom packs based on the originals, but change certain rarities of cards as well as eliminating other cards to make sure their toxic behavior never sees a game mat.
Welcome to the YuGiOh Revision Series. How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Revision Series. I'm joined here, like always, with the Earthbound Immortal himself, Cody. Cody, how are you?
Fantastic, buddy.
You ready for some dueling today?
No.
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 Apparently,
Yes.
YuGiOh
No.
Pro Deck is also not ready to duel because their collection is offline right now.
Yeah, it's a damn good thing I made my deck already ahead of time for once.
I sort of was. I had to make my side deck completely off of memory.
Roll up with a single structure deck like I did in Master Duel yesterday.
Yeah.
This is all I got. This is all I can do.
I normal summon Skull Redbird. So for today's episode, we are opening up Secrets of Eternity. I had to look it up again. I had to look up this pack 3 times. I feel like that's such a forgettable title.
Yeah, it's not one of the better ones.
Like, what does that even mean?
Well, it's a secret, Dakota, so if you knew, we'd have to kill you.
Well, like, in tandem with this pack, I feel like there's nothing in here that's like eternal.
Yeah, I don't know.
As always, we like to highlight a couple of the cards in this pack. The first card I wanted to talk about is a ultra rare. It is Metaphys Horus. It requires a tuner, non-tuner. It is a level 6. If this card is synchro summoned, you can activate the appropriate effects depending on the non-tuner monster used for the synchro material. If it was a normal monster, this face-up card is unaffected by other card effects this turn. Effect monster, you can target one face-up monster on the field and negate that target's effects. Or pendulum monster, your opponent chooses one monster they control and gives control of it to you, but it cannot attack this turn. Yeah, kind of interesting. You know, different effects. You can splash it into like any deck, really.
Yeah, my first pick is also an ultra rare. It is not as splashable, but it's another fuck you to dark decks, essentially. Caius the Mega Monarch. So I can tribute him with one tribute summon monster, which is nice. If he's tribute summoned, you can target one card on the field, banish it, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. And if it's a dark monster card, you can banish all cards with that name from the hand, main deck, extra deck, and graveyard of the player who controlled it. And then if this card was tribute summoned by tributing a dark monster, you can add the following effect. You can do that to 2 cards instead of 1.
That's crazy. The next card I wanted to talk about is a super rare. It is a normal trap card in Soul Transition. If you control no special summon monsters, tribute 1 face-up level 4 normal summon monster. Draw 2 cards. You cannot activate more than one of this per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card. I feel like this card is also fairly splashable because you can just have like a deck that typically doesn't do a lot going first besides like a normal summon. And if you open that plus this card, it's just a draw 2. I mean, you lose your monster, so like if you're trying to like block an attack, like you kind of skip past on that, but it's draw 2 cards. That could be literally anything. That could be, you know, a blocker.
Yeah, could be anything. Not a draw 2, but a handy effect in its own right, although it takes some setup. My next card is Thunderclap Sky Wolf. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. However, you cannot conduct a battle phase the turn you activate this effect. So it's a Raigeki with some setup, but you get a good body on the board too. You just can't do your battle that turn.
That wolf has an STD.
Thunderclap. Hello.
Heyo.
Thunderclap. 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 Oh. That's the noise you make when it burns when you pee. Oh.
For my last card, it is a common. It is Deskbot 003. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a Despot from your deck, except for 003. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one Despot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Despot you currently control until the end phase of this turn. So a pretty decent effect on a little guy. All the desk bots, they typically are low levels with low attack stats, but have abilities to manipulate stats, and this is a pretty good starter.
And then I'm finishing up with a somewhat decent going second card, Swordsman of Revealing Light. So he has 0 attack and 2400 defense. That stat does play into his effect because when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card's defense is higher than the attacking monster's attack, you can destroy that attacking monster. And he also has the effect, an Xyz monster that was summoned using this card on the field as Xyz material gains the following effect. Each turn, the first time this card will be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. So you get a good special summon out. If the defense is higher, you can pop that monster. And if you use him as Xyz material, it gives you Xyz protection from battle.
I find it funny that they even decided to make a monster based on like Swords of Revealing Light.
It is interesting.
All right, so those are the cards that we wanted to highlight. The rest of this pack consists of additional support cards for archetypes that we've already had access to, like Super Heavy Samurai, Shadal's, Burning Abyss, Cleefort. Overall, I feel like the biggest focus on this pack was the introduction of the Infernoids. Infernoids being a archetype that likes to try to get as many of themselves into the graveyard as fast as possible because they can only special summon themselves by banishing the additional names from the hand or graveyard, or just the graveyard. But that's kind of like the bulk of it. Cody, overall, your thoughts and opinion?
Thoughts and opinions. There are tons. You know, I have thoughts for many things. Some would say the best thoughts, those that know them, which would be me. No, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I know about the Infernoids, but I don't know much about what they do, so that'll be interesting to look into maybe for a future episode. Spoiler alert, maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah, Unizombie was a pretty good card. I looked that one over earlier. Interesting with the Buster Blader support, the Skilled Blue Magician.
But other than that, I don't really have much else to say about this pack. What do you say, buddy? Get into the game?
Oh, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Guys, I did it. I built a really probably bad deck, but to be honest, this is an archetype I've wanted to play for a long time, and I gotta give it not really its due because it's not really built well, but you know, I gotta give it its moment here in the spotlight. And I really just needed a deck really fast because it has been so long since we've recorded, and we needed I needed to start getting my ass in gear. So I built a Monarch deck, and I specifically built it to go second, which I think is pretty obvious if you look at the top row cards especially. So to start off with, I have 3 Battle Fader just to quickly end the battle phase and also get an easy body on the board for tribute summoning on the next turn. Going second, I've got Cyber Dragon to special summon Denko Seka in case he has back row set, and the Tricky for another special summon. Going to the Monarchs now, I've got Caius, who we went over at the top. Delg, you've seen before. Mobius can target up to 2 spell and traps on the field and destroy them. The Mega Monarch targets up to 3 spell and traps on the field and destroys them. And if it was tributed by tributing a water, I can also have the effect where the opponent cannot activate the targeted cards in response to this activation. Ryza, if this card is tribute summoned, I can target a card on the field and place it on top of the deck. Ryza Mega Monarch, I can target 1 card on the field if it was tributed by tribute summoning a tribute monster. All the Mega Monarchs are the same way with that. I can target 1 card on the field and 1 in either graveyard. And if it was tribute summoned by tributing a wind monster, I can target an additional card on the field. Place the first target or targets on top of the deck, so the ones from the field, in any order. And then the one from the graveyard, I can return to the hand. And finally, Thestalos, to pull a random card from the opponent's hand. If it was a monster, it burns them for their original level times 100. And the Thestalos, the Mega Monarch, which we did go over at one point, so I'll spare the details on that one. March of the Monarchs, then, it's a continuous spell. Tribute summon monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and either player can target them with card effects, and it does lock me out of special summoning from the extra deck as long as I have this on the field. Return of the Monarchs is a good way to deck thin, essentially. It also locks me out of special summoning from the extra deck. Whenever I tribute summon a monster, I can activate one of these effects. Basically, I can either pull a regular Monarch with a different name from the tribute summon monster, or the second one, I can pull a Mega Monarch with a different name for the tribute summon monster. And the tribute summon monster must be face up to activate and resolve this effect. The new card, Tenacity of the Monarchs, for this pack we're doing here. I can reveal 1 monster in my hand that is essentially either a Monarch or a Mega Monarch, and add 1 Monarch spell or trap card from the deck to the hand, except for Tenacity. Stormforth you've seen before, very pivotal for the strategy. Dark Hole for removal, Trinade for non-destruction back row removal. Monster Reborn, 2 MSTs, 2 Pot of Dualities, since locking me out of special summoning really isn't terrible for this strategy. Escalation of the Monarchs to really quickly do a tribute summon during the opponent's turn. Dust Tornado and Solemn Judgment and Warning for extra removal. And the card that I crafted is Summon Limit, because who doesn't love a Floodgate? A side deck, just in case I needed more Monarchs, I have Grand Marg, and the regular and the Mega Monarch, and Zaborg, the Mega Monarch as well. I took a page from Dakota and put Artifact Moraltech in here along with Artifact Ignition, a Heavy Storm for actual destruction back row removal, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, because we do have multiple dark archetypes in the new era. We have like the Burning Abyss, we have the Shaddolls. So since I'm not really playing a heavy dark strategy, I figured this is a good time to side deck this. The first Monarch essentially gives me a body that can become a tribute for a Monarch, and 2 copies of Super Poly just in case he's playing Shaddolls again, which go figure, the first 3 cards in the extra deck are Shaddolls. I have 2 Construct for the light, 1 Winda for dark. I believe I got that right this time. I know I didn't last time. For these 5 cards here, Flame Ghost, Guiltia, Thousand Eyes, Black Rose, and Stardust, they are all bricks. I can't summon them. I just didn't like the empty space. Into things I can actually play, I have Abyss Dweller, Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, Insector Exhibital, Silent Honor Arc, Tyrus, and Windups and Maester all return. You've seen them before. I've summoned most of them. So yeah, that's it. I can actually make those ones. This is a pretty much pure Monarch strategy that is built around going second. I don't really expect to do a whole lot with this deck. It kind of just depends on what Dakota brings to the table. Hopefully he's rustier than I am, but I highly doubt it. Let's get out there and let's establish a monarchy.
All right, guys, for today's episode, I didn't really have any ideas to try out something new that I thought was going to be very strong. So I decided, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to play Burning Abyss. So there's no way that I can make this as good as Cody built his, because he has the multiple copies of Tour Guide, but I did have a craft a monster section, so I did craft 1 copy of Tour Guide just for this. So for the BAs, we have Farfa. This card is, I think, a fairly new card. I don't know if Cody had access to this card or not, but if it's under the graveyard, I can banish a monster until the end of the turn. We have Cagnan, which I know for a fact is a new card, but this card can dump a spell or trap. We have Rubik, which is the tuner. We have Cowcab, which targets a set card, spell or trap card, and returns it to the hand. 2 Alec, which negates a monster effect when it's sent to the graveyard. 3 Graph, 2 special from deck. 3 Seer, 2 special from grave. 3 Scarm to get a search during the end phase, and 1 Tour Guide. For the spells, we have Night Beam, Monster Reborn, MST, and Dark Hole. For the traps, we have 3 of the Fire Lake. New card, this is kind of just in here for a meme because of speed duels. But I actually did somehow pull 3 copies of Wall of Disruption, so it'd be really funny for Cody to actually walk into this card. We have Time Space Trap Hole, 2 Solemn Judgment and 1 Warning, 1 Compulse, 3 Fiendish Chain, and a Bottomless Trap Hole. For the side deck, we have some going second cards: Swords of Concealing Light, Forbidden Lance, Heavy Storm, Premature Burial, and additional traps in Phoenix Wing, Raigeki Break, Karma Cut, and Ring of Destruction. For the extra deck, we have 3 copies of Dante and 2 Virgil, 2 Alucard, 2 Giga Brilliant, and 1 of the Chronomaly. Not much to say about this deck. You've seen Cody play it. I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with this archetype already. Again, it's not going to be as strong as Cody's, I feel, but I feel like the cards are strong enough by themselves anyways that I feel like anybody could really just pick this up and play it as long as you have access to all the monsters. So with that being said, let's just get right into the game. All right, buddy, here we are. Secrets of Eternity, Game 1. How you feeling?
I have attained the knowledge of the finite. Eternity is.
I was going to say, are you just saying the exact opposite of the pack?
Yup. I am knowledgeable of the finite. Don't know if that'll help me here, though.
Well, I think I have cooked up something, maybe not great, but I'll probably have fun playing it.
Did you spy on my deck building?
No, I did not. All right, buddy, I rolled the die.
The game, just so long as he's on the field. Paper. Now, what to do?
I'm surprised you're thinking. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you're thinking about this. I feel like we're clearly to the point now where going first is better. All right, buddy. Check this out. Normal summon Graph.
Yeah, there it is.
We're going to special Cagna. Cagna. We're gonna overlay.
Cagna.
We're gonna make Dante. We're going to activate Dante, detach graph, mill 3 for cost. I take it you have nothing to stop this?
No.
All right, what do we have here? We're going to only trigger the graph to special from deck. Yeah, we'll go for Seer. With that, I will then just humbly set 2 cards, proceed to the end phase, and that will activate Scarm in the graveyard to add a Dark Fiend. With this, I'm going to add to my hand.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And there you go, bud.
Okay, I see you. Stand by the man.
All good.
Well, I suppose I'm going to give myself away. I have Tenacity of the Monarchs.
Okay, sure. What are you revealing?
Let's reveal... I'll reveal Delg.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll pull Stormforth.
Okay. Seems like this time you're going like completely into Monarchs.
Fuck it. I gotta do something, I guess. Let's activate Stormforth.
I'll try it. Solemn.
Okay. Fair.
I feel like it's not like a big deal because my guys just float into like other things, but if it keeps you off a big guy, I'll try it.
I guess for now I'll summon Denko Seka.
What the fuck are you doing? Man, all right.
Not even worth it to destroy it because you'll just get a body back anyway. I'll sit.
Okay, I will draw. Stand by 2 main. I suppose we're getting in for the beats then. We're going to normal summon Graph. And we will overlay.
You're going in for the beats. What do you got? Leviathan Dragon.
We're going to make...
What do you have for beats? It's level 3.
Dante.
Oh, okay, I see.
Let's go ahead and activate... I think I want to detach the graph on this one. I'll mill 3. Nothing good there.
Hey, that's what I like to see.
But I'll activate
Wall disruption.
Yeah, buddy.
After telling me I don't think it's gonna come up as much as in Speed Duel. Fucking plays it in his first deck available.
I did it as a joke.
Well,
off the graph, who do I want to special here? We'll go for a attack position Scarm. Let's move this one to attack and activate this Dante. I'll mill 3 more.
So send 1 spell or trap card from deck to grave. So that's... Oh, let me read. This question is going to target 1 monster from the field, banish it until the end phase.
Yeah, I will not use that one, but I will use the Cagna effect.
Okay. Oh, is that where Farfa gets his name from?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, so both of these Dantes are at 2,500.
Yep, and you have an 800 on top of that.
I will go to battle, and I will proceed.
That will be 800 from wall.
I'll go for 25.
And 8, I assume.
And 8. Dueling Books being laggy. We'll go to the main phase, which these will then switch to defense. I think I'm just gonna chill on this, so back to you.
Stand by to main.
All good.
I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to discard Estelos to special the Tricky. What I'll do is I will tribute the special summon Tricky for the Delg. I will declare the effect of Delg. Or up to 2 cards, the opponent's graveyard, banish them, send the same number from top deck to grave.
I feel like that's dangerous there, buddy. What if I mill something good?
It is, but what if you mill something good?
What? What do you mean?
Like I did when you did Dante, and I milled 3 awesome back row cards.
Oh, okay.
That's why. What if you mill good cards, but they're not good that you milled them?
That's quite the gamble there, bud.
I'll banish your 2 graph in the graveyard.
Sure.
And then you can mill 2. Aha. Ah, it worked. I think I have to at this point. I'll go battle.
Del cannot attack.
Oh, no, it can't. Yeah, we ran into that last time.
We're learning.
We ran into that last time, right? Okay, I'll stick to main phase then. I will set one card. I will pass.
I will draw. Stand by to main good. Night Beam.
I hate that that's the one drawback to this card is I can't activate it during your standby phase because I totally would have.
Oh, what is it? Oh shit. I mean, you could activate it beforehand. It just, you can't use the effect. I still have the Seer attached, so I think that's probably my next move.
Yeah, you could beat over him by 100.
I'm going to detach the Seer. I'm going to mill 3.
Can I win by deck out? Probably not.
Probably not. It's gonna end here soon.
Damn, what was that? Oh, okay. Negate its effects in the turn. Go ahead, negate my delg.
Yeah, I will trigger the Seer though, and we're going to bring out. We're gonna bring out this guy, Rubik.
I sense a synchro summon incoming.
Synchro Shogun.
Synchro Shogun.
We're gonna make Virgil.
Monster Cardo.
We'll switch this one to attack. We'll switch this one to attack. Only one of these has 25.
I mean, you have game anyway. Then if you use Virgil, so if you use Virgil,
if I use
you might
Virgil.
anyway. But actually, yeah, no, wait, no, you're very close if you don't use Virgil, but you are not there yet.
What's the damage if I don't use Virgil? It's 125, so 26, 36. So I just need
36.
a guy.
I'll have 300. Let me guess, you have a guy. Yeah.
I told you it's all engine from here, buddy. Game two, buddy. Are you playing like pure Monarch? Like, what does that even look like?
Would you like to know?
I'm
looks
curious.
like a game 1L. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like, yeah. I mean, you had some good cards. You got to Stormforth. You had Deco.
Doesn't help when you have answers to all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Jesus. Stand by to main.
All good.
I'll set one. And it's not ideal, but it's literally all I have. Because since I know you're very explosive. Then go Sekka for life point protection. And that's my turn. Don't wear it up.
Okay, I will draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's normal graph. Special Rubik.
Ooh, kill him.
Now I wonder if Dante's better in this or just go for Virgil since I have the tuner. We'll try it out. We'll synchro.
Okay.
We'll make Virgil. I was gonna say, what can you do?
I'm gonna solemn your summon.
Oh, well, how are you doing that when neither player can activate set cards?
It's while I control no set spell traps.
What?
I have a set spell trap.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, all right. So
you'll get the graph, but I'm solemning the summon.
Okay, so that's its own chain there.
I need more than that. I need an extra 1500.
So new chain link, that will be the graph. I'll use graph, and we're going to grab Seer. We're going to special Farfa. And
Didn't even matter.
Didn't even matter. And we're gonna overlay.
Didn't even matter.
Let's go for the boy. We're going to detach Seer.
So
that would have came up in handy.
Target a set spell trap on the field target. Yeah, would have.
I'll trigger the Seer and we'll go for the graph. I would be awesome to go for Virgil, but he was negated. And we will go to battle. I will attack for 2500.
That's 8.
And
an extra 1k.
1k.
Get off my field, please.
I'll go to the second main phase and I will set 1. I will set 2. And I will pass the turn. Oh, and this goes to defense.
You got it, bud.
Holy shit. God damn. All Monarchs. Wow, dude. Oh, and then the card. Wow.
You got her.
This deck is terrible. Oh, Battle Fader.
Yeah, I run 3 of them.
You should have been also playing the Scarecrow.
Well, I chose Fader because it goes to the board.
Yeah, I know, but like
So it counts as a tribute for the next turn.
But it seems like you're not really playing a lot of monsters. I mean, unless you are, but I don't even know what they are. I literally have only seen Sekka.
Sekka's really my only normal summon that's not a tribute.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like I have, because I built my deck primarily for going second, so I have I maxed out copies of the Tricky and Cyber Dragon.
Okay.
Plus Battle Fader.
Okay.
And then the rest of my I have one copy of each of the Monarchs and like one copy of some of the Mega Monarchs. Doesn't help when you fucking draw all of them, game 1 and game 2.
That's the Monarch experience, man. They brick heavy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I sided that in.
Oh, why are you still playing this?
Because you look at what you're playing. It's Darks.
You didn't know I was gonna play this.
That's why I sided it. I'm like, we've got Burning Abyss, we've got Shadows. Why the fuck wouldn't I side something for Darks?
What if I played Yang Zing again?
Well, then I eat that L. That's 3 cards out of my side deck that I'm not throwing in.
I'm surprised that you keep trying to like throw Monarchs in your deck, or like at least like this time like playing like a pure Monarch sort of. Because I'm sorry, buddy, they're just not good.
What are you talking about?
They're the best. They're not good at all.
They're the best.
Like the structure deck made them pretty playable. Even then, like the deck still ran into bricking.
Yeah, I totally built this to go second.
Which I'm shocked then you went first the next time. I would imagine that's because you wanted to get like the Shadow Imprisoning
only because
online.
Because I subbed some trap cards in. That's pretty much the only reason why.
Yeah. Well, that was a quick one.
They usually are anymore.
You want to go to the wheel?
Sure.
All right, buddy, here we are. We are back at the wheel. Let's go ahead, give you a spin, see what you get. Oh my God, a common.
Karma.
Any common from any pack.
That's karma. That's karma. Jesus.
Let's go ahead, spin it for me.
Wait,
see what I get.
Can I actually craft common like the dude?
Oh yeah. You want to
craft common?
Yeah, he'll build your deck for the next episode. The first one I got is a super. Let's see what my second one is. Oh my God, a wild card.
Oh, I know you're picking.
A wild card.
Yeah.
That could be literally anything. It could even be a super. Well, buddy, what an episode. I had my ups, you had your downs.
Mostly downs.
Mostly downs.
Exclusively downs.
Down with the Monarch.
Oh, Monarch range. You down one Monarch, another takes its place. It's how Monarchy goes.
Hopefully this was your sign to stop playing Monarchs altogether.
Oh no, I'm coming back twice as hard next week.
Twice as hard. Well, guys, that's going to bring it into this episode. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. We want to see your guys' feedback. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe now. Stay up to date for more content just like this. As always, Cody, closing thoughts. What are yours?
God save the Queen.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Erudidina Heshidani, Melissan Al-Gaim,